So now I'm back in the office, and before I go to the next step, I just wanted to say there is a group, the Citizens for a Sustained Water Plan, without which we would not be having this community discussion now. They're a group of ordinary citizens who for 2 years have been doggedly commenting on the Dredging dam situation. And I would just like to say I support fully their efforts. They have done the community a tremendous service, and I look to them for guidance on this issue because they are as well versed in this as anybody, and that includes the experts. So now we'll go to the next step. And I left these figures up so anybody can check them if they want. So as a fast review, this is just sort of a online view of a riverbed and the reservoir basin. As a reservoir fills up, it gets mostly down the lower reaches, sand and gravel. Some of that came from the original basin, the sides, and some of it came in from the entire basin area, in this case from the dam up to the headwaters, and some of it came in from the inlet, where the water is traveling the fastest, and during a heavy rain or like a 500-year flood, a lot of the sand and gravel and clay rushes into the reservoir. But as we have seen, and we saw it on the south side, there is, and this represents the water line, there is a substantial, thick layer, and I don't know how far out it goes, we just came out 74 feet, layer of muck. And that's the commercial commodity. Now, a private concern might consider a two-tiered dredging operation. First, peel off the most valuable commodity, and then do a second sweep and clean up the sand and the gravel, which is valuable enough that those two alone would pay for dredging the reservoir. So, I guess besides being muck, you could call this gravy. Now, since both governments, city and county, are so enamored of paying for expert studies, this is my invoice, and I'm the consultant. And what I gave them is information that somebody should have thought of before. We have paid millions of dollars. We have, the taxpayers, the ratepayers, for people to study this. Nobody has come up with this yet, or before. So since they want to pay consultants figures that have a lot of zeros in it, here's my invoice with a lot of zeros in it. And I'll leave it up to them how they're going to split the bill.